And then, all of a sudden, we heard from the solicitor that the owners, which were two sisters owners, they would give us a mortgage. They would give us a mortgage for 8.5 years, and then we have to pay every 6 months £164 back to them. Of course, no problems, you know. We took it wholeheartedly. And then when it comes to first time, we have to find as £160. And then first is every 6 months. And the first installment was £165, and we gave it 300. And the second installment was same again, 150. We gave it 250. It was a little bit of problem. I had to go to hospital. I had hernia and this and the bit. And then the third one after, we gave her £400, and the £600 left. We paid it off. In 5 installments we paid. And the owner, there was a neighbor of ours, she come here and she just couldn't get over it. She just couldn't get over it. But we all work, we all save. I remember at the beginning we had £5.15 a week gross. And then after the tax and all that deductions was about £4.50 left. And £35 were lodgings. And it was a little bit hard, but when I started in the pit, manager called me and he said, "Do you want a contract?" He said, you seem to know how to do it. It was no problem for us. I was used to that in Yugoslavia, how to put stones on top of each other, a shovel and all that on the farm, you know. And then we worked doubles. We worked 7 days a week, and we worked in the nights and in afternoons and things like that. So that I had been making about £7, £8 a week, see. And I remember being on the bus one day, and I thought to myself, boy, I done very well this week. I saved £6. I paid lodgings, and for my whatever is other expenses, I'm £6 better off in 1 week. And then that's what it was, the start, really.
How did you get on with the miners? How did they treat
you? Very good, very good. Eventually they called me John the Paul the Madman.
John
the Paul the Madman. Yeah, because
John the Paul the Madman.
Yeah, because if it was, eventually I pushed myself and I come in another pit and I was on the coal. At the beginning I was more laboring and they gave me some packing and things like that too. But after I come on the coal, and then other miners had 18 feet of stand and I had 22, and I was at the end, I had the rib and things like that. They were earning, I was going to say 52, 53. The top wage was then, minimum wage was still £6.50. But the topper wage was for the colliers, you know, it was £16, £17 a week, and I was already knocking 22, 23. That's why they called me John the Paul the Madman. And I remember that I already had a house. And then on Friday, Saturday, sometime I had to go in the shops and pay my bills, you know, because it was 16, 17 boys in the house and they were supporting, you know, bringing bread and meat and whatever it was. And then Overman asked me, he said, "Will you come to work tomorrow?" I said, "Sorry, I can't. I have to go. I got a little bit of business." And the union man was with him. "Look at him," he said. "He's been here 2 years." He said, "Look at him. What have we done in our lives?" He said. And he already looked. And I went go down in the shop and the bill £14 and £12 and £50. But they all trust me, you know, never any problems.
And you never had any resentment shown?
No. They said that we are cleaner and tidier than anybody else. I never had any problem in the shop. I never need to pay in advance or anything like that. And then I need some furniture, of course, to accommodate all those boys. And I remember I need 16 beds. You know. We didn't have the money. We just hardly scraped for the house. And went in the shop and we asked him, and the man called up here, and I had a chat with him, tell him on hire purchase, you know. He had a chat with me about half an hour. "All right," he said, "you can have furniture, whatever you want." And he gave me the mortgage, the hire purchase, and they paid him, I don't know, 12 months probably, we paid him all that. All hard working, all helping each other. Amongst 18 boys which were here, I remember once comes a little hard. Bank wrote a letter to me that I owe £13 to the bank. They already done all those things, and I had account, and they want the money straight away. And I asked the boys, I said, look, until Friday I can't find these 13 pounds. Not even on Friday, my wages only be maybe 6-7 quid. At the very beginning, 7 pounds. And then each boy gave me 2 quid, and I went down to the bank and I said, there you are. And I paid them back up. And after, when I started the business, a bit later on, it was exactly the same thing.
Yes, you started your own business, did you?
Yes, but about 1954. 1954. Working the pit, and my partner, we married 2 sisters. And he was good with it. And he made a little table lamp at home in the kitchen. And somebody seen it. Oh, this is very good, and so on, so on, so on, so on. And then I went and we have chat with him, and then he said he wanted to go out from the pit. He had a little bit problem with chest. And he said, pit wasn't good for him. And then one morning he said, let's go tomorrow morning, we will buy a machine. Where are we going to put it? And we knew that is a garage empty down here in the park road. I said, we'll ask him, maybe we can put it in there. And we bought a machine for 165 pounds. And it was, call it Super 7. It was a machine which we could adapt a couple of little things on it. And because he was so clever, I think we done 50 jobs on it after. He made a little gadget here and there. And then we done it. And then him and I work in the pit. And then when we come, I had a day shift and he had afternoon. And he done a little bit work in the morning and I did in the evening. See, we were doing that for about 2 years. Money from the pit. And we didn't have orders or anything. And then we start slowly, make a little bit of article up and sell it. And then a couple of travelers come and a couple of people come, friends of ours or whatever. And one wrote a letter to British Home Stores. He said, you should have British Home Stores for that. And then wrote a letter, they replied, will I come to London and bring the table lamp with me? And I went there and they said, oh no, that's no good. But they said, what's about this? And they gave me a sample of barrel table lamp.
Of what table?
A barrel.
A barrel?
A barrel table lamp, yeah. What's about this? Yes, I said, we can do that. And then I went home. Who you are, what you are. And then we didn't have anything. And in that college in Ljubljana, when I was in college, I learned how to set up the company. And I said to my partner, we have to go to the solicitor, we have to set some company up, because I got nothing to go to British Home Stores to show them who I am. I'm nobody. And he was joking, yes, limited company and all that. He went down to the solicitor. And he solicited and everything, and we called the company the Western Woodcraft Company. My partner said it have to be woodcraft because we'll be doing a bit of wood, and hangwood is too small. It won't be hangwood woodcraft. So we found eventually it was railway, Western Railway, and all. We're talking about solicitor and him and I, and eventually become that. And he said, all right, I'll try. And he registered the Western Woodcraft Company. Flashy name straight away. I went to British Home Stores, the Western Woodcraft. Who you are? It's a big noise. And they gave me the order for 1,200 of those table lamps. And then straight away after that, we had to leave the pit and start work. And we went on. From then on, we went on and on and on. And we had employed the people after. So that means 1958. We had 60 people employed. 1963, we had 128 people employed. And we kept that between 95 and 120 until 1976. And after we started declining.